tips out there. Travel and adventure, sound good to you? Well, today is your lucky day. I'm your host, Jeannette Ceja, and I'm taking you to the Los Angeles Travel and Adventure Show.
So our first guest tonight is one of the most passionate and authentic travelers I've ever met. She's a travel reporter and the founder of Jet Set with Jeannette, combining her travel, passion, and love, media, working with brands all over the world. She's been pretty busy this past year, and she's going to be even busier going forward. Jeannette is going to be hosting the Travel Impact Alliance Conference this July in New York. She was recently named an ambassador to one of my favorite travel platforms, Kind Traveler. She is going to be hosting the Women of the World Summit in October, and was recently recognized by Angelino magazine as a power player in travel.
Jeannette Ceja is a travel journalist, travel host, travel consultant, and global public speaker. And her passion for really unearthing the story behind the power of travel has put her on a path where she's interviewed many celebrities.
To our MC, Jeannette Ceja, who is the founder of Jet Set with Jeannette. She is an international public speaker. She is a bilingual travel host and presenter, and she is a journalist, and she is your MC for today.
Hola, yo soy Jeannette Ceja con Univisión 42 Nashville y hoy nos encontramos en Buenos Aires, Argentina. Travel on your mind? Jet Set with me as I take you to some of the most beautiful places in the world, and I'll give you the latest travel tips and trends.
The street, I went to college in Nashville. I went to Belmont University, go Bruins, and I studied journalism with the intent to be a travel journalist.
Are you good? Are you live? You're good?
I think I'm live.
What's up? Hi, Jeanette's people.
Hi, Jeanette's people.
Congratulations. So this
Thank
actually
you.
happened last night, these awards, right?
Yes, this happened last night in Los Angeles.
You're a power player in travel.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Jeannette Ceja, and today I'm in Bucharest, Romania for the Future of Tourism in Romania conference. I'm so excited to share with you everything we're going to learn today about this beautiful country, so stay tuned.
Tell us more. How did you get the best job in the world, and what's it like?
I actually auditioned. They were looking for someone at the Travel Channel, and I auditioned and I got the job.
We're here with the legendary Rick Steves. It's an honor to speak with you. How are you doing today?
Legendary, my goodness.
Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope I was able to inspire you to come take a visit to the amazing town of Temecula. If you want more information, visit the website below. And until next time, I'll see you soon.
Give it up for Jeannette
Hi, everyone.
Ceja.
For those of you who have been joining me on this
How is everyone feeling? Yay! Hi, everyone. As you can probably tell, I like to travel. My name is Jeannette, and I am the founder of Jet Set with Jeannette. And gosh, so many amazing speakers today, and everything they said, I was nodding my head. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited and honored to be here. Who traveled here today? Who's not from San Diego? Raise your hand. Okay, we have a couple. I'm not from San Diego, so I'm also a traveler. But to me, my whole purpose in life is for you to travel. And it doesn't matter where you travel, just please travel anywhere and as much as you can. I've known since I was a little girl that I wanted to share the world with people. I watched Christiana Amanpour on CNN, and I thought I wanted to be a foreign news correspondent. And then I saw Samantha Brown. If you guys saw her, she's on the Travel Channel. And she's still doing travel shows, by the way, like 20 years later. And I actually got to interview her, and I told her the story when I was a little girl, that I would watch her and say, I'm going to be her one day. And I never imagined that I would get to actually interview her. And why I'm here today is hopefully what you can take away from this is what everyone has been saying is if you have a dream, go for it. For me, my dream started over 19 years ago, and I've been writing about travel ever since. So I'm 2 years old. When I was 2 years old, I've been writing about travel. I'm just kidding, you guys. for me, my best friend of 16 years is here today. She can attest to this. There was never anything or anyone that would stop me or get in the way of my dream of being a travel host, a travel journalist. Everyone in my family, they finally get it, but it took me about 19 years for me to get it. It was a long journey to get to where I am today, and a lot of that was failure. Like they were saying, I failed many times. And I had a lot of tests in my life that really I had to ask myself, am I gonna do this? Because as amazing and glamorous as travel looks, no one is gonna hand you $1 million and say, just go travel the world, you know? So I understood that. So what I did was, I worked a brief stint in the news industry. Fun fact, I went to college in Nashville at Belmont University, which there's another alumni in here in the house. And I did my first news internship at the same TV station where Oprah got one of her first reporting jobs. It's a local CBS station. And, you know, I was so honored to be there, but it took me taking that job to realize that the news was not for me, because as you can tell, I'm a happy-go-lucky person, and they kept telling me, Jeannette, don't smile, Jeannette, be serious, Jeannette, and I can't. So I would be saying these not fun stories, and I would be saying, oh, today a bridge collapsed, and they'd say, Jeannette, no, don't smile. I'd be like, I can't. So then I knew that the news was not for me. I did a stint in sports. Who here likes sports? Woohoo! Okay, so I did a stint at Fox Sports for a couple years, and that was fun, but again, it wasn't my dream. My dream is and always was travel. But I went to the comfort of having a stable income, of having, you know, this lifestyle, but I would always suppress my travel down. Then I decided to do entertainment reporting, right? Because you're in Los Angeles and Hollywood and movie premieres. So I did that for a couple years, right? I interviewed celebrities. Jim Carrey's my favorite, by the way. He is the most humble, down-to-earth guy I've ever met, and he's so awoke, and he gets so many things. But I did that for a couple years, and again, no matter how much money I got, I was never fulfilled because I was not following my passion, my purpose. And I really had to take a leap and just go for it. So, true story, and my mom and family probably don't want me to say it, but I had an eat, pray, love moment at 25 when I quit my job and I sold my car on Craigslist, didn't know what I was doing, and I bought a one-way ticket to Italy. And I got an Airbnb for 4 months and said, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And the thing was, it was scary, and I didn't know anyone in Italy, but what was more scary for me was not trying, was not pursuing my dream of living abroad and traveling. And I did that, and I ended up traveling the world for 2 years, came back to the US with nothing. I literally was living on my sister's couch, would rent a car. I even went to The Price is Right with a dream that maybe I would be the lucky one to win the car, the vacation, the money. Yeah, it didn't happen. And it was when The Price was Right was at the Grove. And I remember walking and totally losing. I rented a car. I felt like the biggest, just total failure. And I went to the parking garage, and on my way to the parking garage, I met one of my best mentors to this day. They were filming Extra, that TV show with Maria Menounos and Mario Lopez. And I just figured, oh, well, I lost everything and I don't have anything, so why don't I just sit here and watch this free show? And so I ended up watching the show. And I started to, you know, I'm a hustler. I like to, you know, find opportunities. And I asked the PA, I said, oh, are you guys hiring? And he said, I don't know, talk to that guy. And that guy was Reginald Rutherford, who is one of my mentors. He put me on my first red carpet. And what I'm trying to say is having a mentor like somebody said earlier, is so key. And also just going for it, going for your dream. And he really helped me believe in myself. And so just a little background. So after that, I just went for it, and I have not looked back. And Jet Set with Jeannette is literally my life. It will be an international TV show one of these days, a bilingual international TV show. But what I'm here to do, guys, is just inspire you all, to travel, of course, but what has gotten me here, so many people through this journey have told me to be realistic, to get your feet on the ground, this and that. And everything that anyone said I couldn't do, I did and more. And everything that you guys saw in this video is just a snippet of the things that I've gotten to do. But what was the real key was believing in myself, and also self-love, which I think bleeds into everything. You see, I used to be afraid of being vulnerable. I used to be afraid of being seen. So even though I'm comfortable in front of the camera, I would never want you to think that I failed or that I'm weak or anything like that. Now I don't care. I'm like, this is who I am. But it took me a long time to get to this place. And also, I kept attracting people who did not show me the love that I deserved. But it took that, and I finally got it, that I just need to love myself. And then when I really understood what self-love was and self-worth, it really has changed my whole life. Because, whether someone thinks I can or can't do something, that's fine. I'm still gonna do it, you know what I mean? And it took self-love and a lot of mindset work, rewiring my limited beliefs. I also do vision boards, huge into vision boards. And now I do vision board workshops all over the world, and I do travel vision board workshops. So for me, I'm a big visualizer. That's not a word. I'm a big visionary. So I've always seen things far ahead, and I always think big and bigger. And people say, "Oh, you're crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, that's great. I'm still gonna do it." So for me, what I just like to instill to everyone here, first of all, I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. And I want each and every one of you this year to please travel. And travel can be anywhere. It can be from San Diego to Los